when it comes to matters of the heart, life has a funny way of not going according to plan. Just to ask 27-year-old Aisha Khan, a woman who thought she had everything under control until fate threw her at first glance, Aisha's life seemed picture perfect. She had a loving family, a thriving career as a lawyer, and a heart full of dreams. Then came the bombshell announcement from her father that she was getting married to a stranger. But this wasn't just any ordinary arranged marriage. No, sir. The bride was none other than Zara Sheikh, a free-spirited artist whose life revolved around paint, passion, and independence. Talk about a clash of cultures. Despite their differences, the wedding went off without a hitch. And soon, these two strangers found themselves sharing a bed under the same roof. How did they navigate this uncharted territory? Did their differences tear them apart, or did they find common ground? Let's find out. Before we dive into the story, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of our heartwarming tales. Now let's meet the characters in this tale. Our story begins with Aisha Khan, a 27-year-old lawyer whose life revolved around order and routine. A graduate of a prestigious university, Aisha had always excelled in academics, climbing the ladder of success with grace and precision. Her dedication to her career was matched only by her commitment to her family, whom she adored with all her heart. Then there was Zara Sheikh, an enigmatic artist whose life was a whirlwind of creativity and spontaneity. Zara was a force to be reckoned with, unapologetically herself and fiercely independent. Her art reflected her soul, bold, vibrant, and unrestrained. Their family's decision to arrange their marriage seemed like a monumental mistake. After all, how could someone as structured and logical as Aisha possibly mesh with someone as free-spirited and passionate as Zara? The wedding ceremony was a grand affair, a celebration of two families coming together, uniting their children in the sacred bond of marriage. As Aisha stood at the altar, resplendent in a traditional red lehenga, her heart pounded in her chest. She had always envisioned her wedding day, but never with Zara. When Zara appeared, radiant in a majestic golden gown, Aisha's breath caught in her throat. There was a nervous flutter in her stomach that had nothing to do with the wedding rituals. It was a feeling she couldn't quite understand, a mix of apprehension and intrigue. The vows were exchanged, the rituals performed, and soon the two strangers were pronounced husband and wife. As they took their first steps as a married couple, Aisha couldn't help but wonder what lay ahead. Would she ever find a place in Zara's unconventional world? Could she bridge the chasm between their two seemingly incompatible lives? Only time would tell. A new beginning life after the wedding was a revelation for both Aisha and Zara. Each day brought new challenges, forcing them to confront their differences head-on. Aisha, accustomed to a regimented life, found solace in routines and schedules, while Zara thrived on spontaneity and creative bursts. Their opposing personalities created a delicate balance, a push and pull that threatened to tear them apart just as often as it brought them closer. Through it all, communication was key. They learned to articulate their needs, to express their feelings, and to listen deeply to each other's perspectives. Slowly but surely, they began to chip away at the walls that separated them, revealing the raw emotions beneath. Facing the world together as weeks turned into months, Aisha and Zara discovered that their differences were not dividing them, but rather enriching their lives in unexpected ways. Aisha, inspired by Zara's adventurous spirit, began to loosen her tightly wound schedule, embracing moments of spontaneity and playfulness. Zara, in turn, found a grounding force in Aisha's steady presence, learning the value of structure and commitment. Their love story became a study in contrasts, a testament to the idea that opposites not only attract, but also complement. It was a journey of self-discovery and growth, a dance between tradition and modernity, between the familiar and the unknown, challenges and growth along the way. However, their path was not without its challenges, the whispers of society, the expectations of their families, and the weight of tradition constantly loomed over them. There were moments when the pressure threatened to overwhelm them, testing the strength of their bond, yet through it all, they held fast to their love for each other, proving that their connection was strong enough to withstand the storms of disapproval. It was a slow burn, a gradual realization that dawned upon them both. At first, it was just a spark, a flicker of attraction that played amidst their banter and shared smiles. But as the days passed, the spark grew, nurtured by their shared experiences and quiet moments of understanding. It evolved into a flame, warming their hearts and illuminating their souls. Before they knew it, they were in love, unveiling feelings. The confession was a pivotal moment, a release of emotions that had been simmering beneath the surface. For Zara, it was a liberation, a shedding of the burdens she'd carried for so long. To finally speak the words she'd kept bottled up brought a rush of relief and joy. Similarly, for Aisha, it was a revelation, a confirmation of the feelings she'd tried to ignore. To hear Zara's love for her, spoken so openly and passionately, was a melody that resonated deep within her soul. It was in that moment of shared vulnerability that their love story took flight, soaring above the confines of their arranged marriage and touching the heavens. A ray of hope amidst the chaos one day. As they sat lost in conversation, Aisha noticed a sketchbook lying open on the table. It was filled with Zara's artwork, each page a testament to her creativity and passion. Intrigued, Aisha asked Zara to teach her, and what followed was a crash course in the language of colors and emotions. As Aisha's hands dipped into the paints, she discovered a new form of expression, a way to channel her feelings onto canvas. It was a bonding experience, a shared activity that transcended their differences and brought them closer together. They laughed, they argued, they created, and with each stroke of the brush, their connection deepened. Art became the bridge that spanned the gap between their two worlds, creating a shared space where emotions flowed freely. As the sun set each evening, casting long shadows across their home, they would sit on the balcony, wrapped in each other's embrace, whispering dreams and desires into the twilight. It was in these quiet moments that their love story bloomed, nurtured by the soft caress of the evening breeze. They confided in each other, sharing their deepest fears, their unfulfilled dreams, and their hopes for the future. And as they listened to each other, they realized that they had found something rare and precious, a bond that transcended physical attraction. They loved each other's minds, respected each other's passions, and cherished each other's unique qualities. Over time, their love story became a beacon of hope, a testament to the idea that love can indeed blossom in the most unexpected of places. It was a journey of self-discovery, a dance between tradition and modernity, and a celebration of the boundless capacity of the human heart to love and be loved. And so their tale serves as a reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories begin with a single step into the unknown, a leap of faith into the realm of possibilities where the heart, once closed off, opens up to the melody of love's sweet song. If you enjoyed this enchanting tale of love and self-discovery, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends. Your support means everything to us. We'll see you next time with another heartwarming story. Until then, stay tuned.